What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and more Blood Red Skies coverage here. So we're taking a look at Scenario 7 today, which is Priority Target, as we continue our series here reviewing all the scenarios in the game. So we're a little over halfway through the series here at this point. So Priority Target is another fun one, and again, just so much in this game is on the scenario side is just great because it's not just put your models down, move them across the board, try and shoot the enemy off the table. These really do bring in the flavor of aerial combat in different ways, and really each presents its own unique challenges for the players, and that's on both sides of the table, and that's just a great thing. So certainly you can just play sort of dogfight, furball type missions, but again, you're really missing out if you're not trying some of these great scenarios that the game does present for you. So that being said, let's jump right in with Priority Target here. So attackers and defenders, so the player with the larger number of planes in their force is to be the attacker, and if the points were equal, then you roll dice for initiative. Points or planes are equal, then roll for initiative. The high roller is the attacker and has the option to use the numbers theater card as one of their theater card choices, which is again pretty damn powerful. So something that might want to discuss with your opponent beforehand if you really do want to allow that. The defender has the option to use the home advantage theater card as one of their choices, and then going from there, the elements here. So the attacking player deploys 3 or more elements with at least 2 aircraft assigned to each element. Each element must entirely comprise planes from the same squadron, and then the attacker is assigned 1 extra element of bombers per 3 elements of attackers deployed, rounding up. And again, like some of the previous scenarios, so that can take the form of either 6 single-engine bombers, 3 twin or tri, or up to 2 4-engine bombers. So whatever you have available. So in this point, we really don't have any of the bigger planes as actual models, so you'd be stuck using any potential cardboard cutouts, or for those people with 3D models or 3D printers, and you've made your own from various templates, that could work there too. Or if you come up with a reasonable facsimile, again, as like a marker or a cutout, that can work as well. So from there, the defending player then deploys in 2 or more elements with at least 2 aircraft assigned to each element, and then each element must entirely comprise planes from the same squadron. So pretty standard stuff here. The deployment sequence, so target and flak. So here's where the scenario again brings in some new things from more recent scenarios that we looked at. So place a target marker 9 inches from the midpoint of one table edge, and put the associated target card in a convenient spot off to one side. The defending player draws 1 light flak card and 1 flak barrage card at random. These are both attached to the target card. The defending player can give up 1 or both of his flak cards in exchange for barrage balloon markers. Barrage balloon markers must be deployed so that they are not touching the target marker or each other. So that's all on deployment. Then defending player elements. So the defending player then deploys 1 of his elements within 9 of the target marker. His remaining elements are deployed as high cover markers along the same table edge as the target marker. And then on to the attacker. So the attacker begins by designating the table edge opposite the edge with the target marker as home, and then 1 attacking element is deployed within 6 inches of the home table edge, and the attacking player may deploy up to 1 additional element if desired. Elements made up entirely of multi-engine aircraft, so jets or aircraft with a deep pockets trait, may deploy within 9 of the home table edge. So pretty neat there. And again, really a nice way to reflect different stages of the war and different nations potentially. Not everybody had jets, of course. All the remaining attacking elements deploy as high cover markers on the table, the home table edge. So, and again, that's all the rest for the attacking player. So then, starting advantage is pretty standard here. So basically, rolling a d6 and kind of going with the breakdown there to see who gets what. From there, special rules. So the attackers have to deal with fuel. So attackers will have undertaken an arduous journey simply to reach this point with flak and harassing enemies along the way. So all attacking squadrons start the scenario with 1 boom chit already applied to them, which is again pretty rough. But again, just adds to the intensity of the mission here. The bombers begin the game laden with bombs or torps. See the laden rule on page 33 in the book here. Any other attacking aircraft may have bomb or rocket strafing ordnance loaded at the option of the attacking player. And again, see page 32 for that. And then leaving the battle area, pretty standard here. So attacking aircraft that exit the table leave the scenario altogether. If a defender leaves the table, it re-enters play on the following turn. If it does pass a maneuver test, and basically you can deploy anywhere along that edge. But if you fail, you return to base and you get a boom chit. Makes sense. So scenario length then. So the scenario continues until the target card is destroyed, has all area hits marked as lost basically, or the last bomber exits the table or is shot down. So different ways to go for that. Victory then. So if the target is destroyed, so basically all area or hull hits marked off, at the end of the game, the attacking player wins. If the target is undamaged at the end of the game, the defending player wins. However, if the target is damaged at the end of the game but not destroyed, count up victory points, and then the player with the greatest total of victory points is the winner. So again, you got different ways of approaching, sort of going for a victory in the scenario here. And then defending player victory points are calculated as follows. So each attacking aircraft shot down is worth the following number. So single, twin, tri-engine, and four-engine, different victory point levels there. And then as the attacker, so each bomber that exits via the home table edge is worth a point. So basically, really emphasizes really that you need to just get to your mission and then leave essentially. So really can't afford too many deviations with the bombers. So kind of taking that approach, shortest distance is a straight line there. Each defending aircraft shot down as well is a victory point for you. Each point hit scored on the target card is 2 victory points. And then each hull or area hit scored on the target card is 4 victory points. So again, really fun scenario with lots of things going on for both players here. And then as usual, they kind of give you like a sample list of forces if you want to try that out and if you have the models for it. So always a great way to maybe test the scenario if you do have those models, or can create something similar with the models that you do have. But again, just another fun one that really emphasizes different attacker and defender roles, and is a fun one to also, play multiple times, where you can then either swap with your opponent as far as using their models, or if you both have enough models to use sort of in reverse there. Again, just really great scenario that lets you try out different things, and some similarities to the previous missions as far as like escorting and attacking and defending and all that. But again, just this one brings in a little bit something different, getting onto those, trying to hit those specific targets. But the defender, again, is able to also rack up points there by destroying incoming attacking aircraft and stuff like that. So just a fun one. Again, really great stuff from Warlord here. So again, worth giving a try. So if you're getting a little bit bored of just playing sort of heads up dogfights and anything like that with scenario, really just try some of these out if you have the models. I think everybody would enjoy it. Let us know in the comments, guys, how you have fared in Priority Target and what forces you've used, what time of the war, things like that. It would be really interesting to hear. Leave us a like and a subscribe if you guys haven't already. And then if you do want to support the channel even further, check out the link in the description there. Anything you guys pick up there from Warlord via that link helps support the channel as well. So thanks so much for stopping by again, guys. We'll see you in the next one.